Welcome back to Daily Spokes. Today we got something exciting to talk about, the Mokwheel Mesa Lite 2.0. In this video, we're going to be doing a deep dive on all the specs, the build quality. I'm going to be giving you my personal opinion, full transparency, and also kind of give you insight to who I think this bike is going to be a best fit for. I do value your time, so let's jump right into it. This bike, it's designed as more of a commuter. It's kind of like a hybrid with the suspension. The 1.0 is not going to have a suspension. It's just going to be a rigid fork up front. The 2.0, the only difference between the 1.0 and the 2.0 is going to be the suspension. The suspension is going to make it a much more comfortable ride. I really do think it's worth going with the 2.0 versus the 1.0 if you're looking for comfort, maybe a little bit of like hybrid riding, a little bit of trail as well as commuting. This is going to be an awesome fit for that. Up front, you have 100 millimeters of travel. Honestly, it's actually a really solid fork for, you know, this type of build. I think it's nice and plush and pretty comfortable. You are going to have lockout features as well, and there's going to be lots of adjustment. You do, as you can see right here, we are going to have a preload. So you've got the lockout, the dampening adjustments, and then you have the preload on the left hand side. With 100 millimeters of travel, you're going to have this O-ring, so you can really kind of see how much of your travel you're actually utilizing. This battery is going to be a 14.7 amp hour battery, 36 volts. You're looking at a range of up to 50 miles of distance. It is UL certified. If you wanted to remove the battery, it's very simple. That's what this key is going to be for. The key doesn't work with like actually turning on the bike or anything of that sort. It's just to keep the battery from being stolen. As you can see, very easy to remove. Pretty decent weight on the battery. I'd say anywhere from like 8 to 10 pounds. Easy to add back in. The bike weighs in at 60 pounds with the battery. I really like that weight category. It makes it feel like a very traditional bike when you're just doing some basic cycling. The large is going to fit 5'6" and up is the recommended height. As you can see, the seat post is going to give you, lots of different options. This right here is going to be the highest adjustment for the inseam of the leg. So tall rider, this is what you're looking at. You can kind of adjust the angle of the handlebars. They're going to be 680 millimeters wide. It's going to give you kind of a beach cruiser style, not too curved. I do like the design. We're going to have mechanical disc brakes. You don't get hydraulic disc brakes on this bike. The mechanical disc brakes work perfectly fine. It is lightweight. It's interesting. I personally really do prefer hydraulic disc brakes, but I know a seasoned mechanic and he loves a cable disc brake. He thinks it's just much easier maintenance and such. We have a 180 millimeter rotor up front, and in the back, this is a stock build. So as you can see, we get the fenders stock, fully stock. You get the rack as well. So that, honestly, for stock build, it's going to have everything you need. You can get Mokwheel has typically they're going to have really, really good accessory packages. They typically have a bag is going to be one of the accessory packs. They have like a 5-pack and then typically a 10-pack. The 5-pack usually comes with the bag, a suspension seat post, mirrors, water bottle cage, a seat, that kind of thing. That bag is perfect for this. It usually is going to have some like panniers that you can unzip. Once again, commuting, this bike is going to be fully good to go. This bike comes with 27.5s. The width is going to be a 2.4. Really, really good for commuting, but hybrid. You can definitely take this on some light trails. We've actually had lots of customers get this bike and throw on some knobby tires, and at that point it's a pretty versatile bike. Lightweight, not too intense, but definitely some light dirt riding. It's going to be a perfect fit for that. Shout out to Kickstand Cycles. They are sponsoring this video. They sponsor this channel. I totally appreciate it. I actually work for the bike shop. We are an authorized retailer for this company. We do really like their product. And yeah, shout out to Kickstand Cycles for giving me the ability to produce this content. If you enjoy the e-bike reviews and e-bike technology, everything e-bike, everything bicycle, you're looking for knowledge and somebody to kind of give you a lot of information in this realm, subscribe to our channel. That's kind of our focus, is we just want to provide value for our customers and the community as a whole. But back to the review. The seat is going to be very, very simple. It's got a good kind of geometry. It's going to be relatively comfortable, especially for an entry-level seat. This bike is going to have a 44, I believe, tooth chainring up front. We're going to have a Shimano drivetrain with 7 gears in the back. The grips are really nice. They're going to have like an ergonomic kind of comfort palm pad. So that's a really nice design for, once again, commuting. You do get a thumb throttle with this. There's going to be 5 different levels of pedal assist. So we're going to have 1 through 5. And also too, while pedaling with this bike, there are 2 different types of sensors. This does come with a cadence sensor. As you can see, it's just going to go ahead and recognize movement. Once it recognizes that movement, it's going to go ahead and give us some assistance. So it's not feeling force. If it feels the movement, you are good to go. One cool thing about the controller is you're gonna have like an incrementally more speed as you go up in your PAS. At PAS 1, you're gonna get 10 miles per hour. When you go up to 2, you're gonna get 15 miles per hour. 3 is gonna take you up to 20. 4 is gonna take you to 25. And 5 will take you all the way up to 28 miles per hour. This is gonna be a class 3 e-bike, but the great thing is that it does have a class 2 sticker. So you can, it's one of my favorite things about Mokwheel. You can actually go in to the settings and you can set a governor on this bike. So let's say you have a child, that wants to take the bike for a ride. You could literally set the governor, the speed limit, to 15 miles per hour. And at that point, literally the bike will only go up to 15 miles per hour. So that's what you're seeing right now. Just really cool design. Another thing that myself and our customers really love about Mokwheel is going to be that you can change the intensity. So if you go into the technical settings, there's going to be 3 buttons you hold down for a few seconds. It will take you into technical settings. There's going to be 2 pages. In the intensity settings, you can actually adjust it anywhere from 1 to 5, which I really, really like that. I prefer kind of a natural electronic bike feel. I know a lot of people really do like more of a moped style feel. This, with the intensity setting, it kind of caters to everybody. I can set it down to 1. It's going to feel very natural. Somebody that's looking for a lot of power, they can go ahead and set it to 5 and they're going to feel a ton of power. Working together, we have the cadence sensor. We've got all these controller options. We've got the mechanical disc brakes. You're going to have the back brake light. Then you get these side brake lights. I think that's really nice. You do get your headlight. When you turn your headlight on, you got these as tail lights. You still have your tail light in the back and your brake lights. So as you can see, they're nice and bright. Go ahead and kind of face this forward so you can get an idea of what I'm seeing. Just really cool. Very light. It's going to fit on most bike racks, most heavy-duty bike racks. I have a Thule platform rack that holds up to 60 pounds. I carried this today and no problems. It's fun to ride. It feels like a pretty premium bike in this price category, that is. I mean, some bikes at this price point, you'll feel kind of rattling. They feel a little generic. This feels just really solid at this price. Once again, I wanted to talk about the quality. Mokwheel, they really are known for kind of more of a budget quality category, and they do a really good job. The build all around, it's a very solid bike. Comes with a 2-year warranty too, which I find in this realm is going to be extremely advantageous, 100%. So 2-year warranty. We don't see a lot of issues with this bike or with Mokwheel in general. When we do, our reps are always super helpful to get us the bike up and going. And we've seen Mokwheel just take a lot of good steps in a really good quality control direction. So kudos to Mokwheel and the quality that they're putting out as of recent. It's really exciting. You know, we as a bike shop, we want our customers to be happy. So it's always great to see companies kind of striving to get better and better. Who do I think this bike is for? This bike is for, I would say either somebody that is looking for a commuter, that's looking for a laid back ride, that's looking for a really well priced bike with a warranty that they can go to a shop and have that kind of relationship, because the shop is going to definitely be your best partner in the e-bike world. If you go ahead and get something on Amazon, there's a good chance that you might not be able to find a shop to work on the e-bike components. It is also for somebody that is looking for a little bit of adventure, but not too much. Maybe somebody that likes to hike, somebody that likes a little bit of trail riding, light gravel, that type of stuff. If you get some knobby tires, it's a great bike. Really awesome bike. I do appreciate it. They do have a step up above this called the asphalt. That's going to provide more distance, give you a torque sensor, and give you hydraulic disc brakes. Depending on what your budget is, this is typically right now before the tariffs. Tariffs may go into effect next week. Hopefully that doesn't affect them too much, but right now this is priced at $1,100 and the asphalt is priced at $1,500. If you're on a budget, this is going to be a great bike. But if you can afford a little bit more, I would recommend the asphalt. This is going to come with the 350 nominal power motor. That one's going to have a 500 watt nominal power motor. This has a peak power of 600. I forget what the peak power on that guy is. Probably about 8 plus 100. So it's just going to be more powerful bike. It's still same weight category. Both bikes too, you do get a step through or the traditional frame. In my opinion, that's one of the things I did not mention is if you're an aesthetic person, you're looking for a bike that looks like a bike, this is a great option. This is actually, in my opinion, at this price point, one of the best looking bikes out there. I mean, it's a really good looking bike. We just had a customer get one of these and they put some tan wall tires on this bad boy with some knobby mountain bike tires. Oh, that thing was pretty. Anyways, I hope we brought value. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you appreciate the content. Hope you all have a good one. Cheers.